Hey guys, so today's video is gonna be a holiday get ready with me. I at least think I'm gonna do like a holiday-ish makeup look. I'm gonna use a holiday palette. This is new from Too Faced. It's their Christmas cookie palette. I just opened it. I got it as a gift from Too Faced, so I wanted to use it and let you guys know how I feel about it, just first impression. I also have some other new releases and some of my current faves. So if you guys want to see this kind of chill holiday get ready with me, then just keep on watching. All right, so starting off, I wanted to talk about this lip mask that I've been really loving. This is from Physicians Formula. It's their Butter Lip Sleeping Mask. This is awesome. It's just like a regular, it's like the Laneige lip mask. I love this. I got this as a set from Physicians Formula. I don't know if they sell it separately, but if you see this in stores and if you like, it reminds me of like guava, something like more of a tropical-y scent. It's not coconut. It's just like a little bit more of that tropical fruity scent. It's so good, and I'm pretty sure it's probably affordable as well. I've been using that daily. And then we got a new primer. This is from the brand Good Molecules. So this is a newer skincare brand. It's available at Beautylish. They've sent over a couple of their skincare products. I am really liking them. They have like a face oil and some serums that I've been like using regularly. So this is their first primer. It's a silicone-free primer. It's actually like a pretty thick primer. Reminds me of one of my faves, which is the Kylie Skin Moisturizer. This is gonna be the second day that I'm wearing this, so we'll see how I end up liking it, but it just feels very hydrating for sure. And it does have like a little bit of tackiness and also that smoothing effect without having any silicone in it. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like this. I was actually really excited about this primer because I love it when skincare brands release primers. I really love the First Aid Beauty primers and the Origins primer. That is so cool. It's like one of my favorite things in makeup. Like it's one of my favorite things in my collection. It's such a fun primer. If you think it's weird that I think a primer is fun, swatch the Origins primer in store and you'll see exactly what I mean because it is such a cool product. So for foundation, I'm actually gonna go back to an old favorite. This is one of my holy grails, the Pure Love Your Selfie foundation. I actually had a couple different foundations in front of me that I could use, but I did this combination yesterday and I honestly only wore my makeup yesterday to film, cook dinner, and go to bed. And at the end of the day, I loved the way my skin looked and I really wanted to wear it for a full day. So I want to do this combination again today. I put this foundation away for a while because it is pretty matte and of course it's like drier out right now for the winter. But I think that this primer is just like really hydrating, so it makes it look a little bit more glowy with the primer underneath. And as I blend this out, you guys will be able to see what I mean with the coverage and why I love this foundation because it just looks amazing every single time. Makes me so happy. I did film a video on my 2019 favorites. That should be up in like the next week. I did like pre-film a decent amount of videos, but I will probably have like 1 to 2 videos through the end of the year. I have been doing just like 2 videos a week lately with like a lot of traveling and stuff. But all of that should kind of settle down once the holidays are over. By the time this video is up, I will be out of town. I know that because I'm going out of town tomorrow for the next 2 weeks, which always is like a little exciting and stressful at the same time to kind of just pre-plan things and get my life together and like get work together and stuff. It's always really stressful leading up to taking time off. But it always ends up working out. So I try to just remember that. Like it was really stressful earlier in the fall to take 2 weeks off to go to Spain. It was like, it was a lot. It was like 6 weeks of prep with work and life and everything to get those 2 weeks off. But it was a life-changing trip to go to Europe with my family. And I'm using the Stay Naked concealer. This is totally a spoiler right now because I still have some of the products in front of me from when I filmed my yearly favorites, and this is totally one of them. I'm just gonna use a lot of my favorites and then also some new releases right now. But yeah, so I did that trip, and then the trip that I'm doing now, I'm actually gonna be going to San Diego for the next couple days for my husband's work, and they have like a holiday event. And then from there, we're gonna be in New York for a week because that's where his family lives. And I'm really excited to be in New York again because I grew up like 2 hours from New York City. I lived there for like 18 years in Connecticut, and I just feel very odd. It's really weird being in LA for Christmas time because holidays or like seasons don't really happen here. So a lot of times I'll get very confused. Like I will get very disoriented even if I like go to the store and I'm like, wait, is it summer? Did summer already happen? Did winter already happen? And I'll see like holiday decor, and that's really the only indicator that it's winter time because it feels the same some days as like June or July. And I feel like a lot of times you need to see like your environment changing to kind of get into different mindsets and paces and stuff. So I use the same two powders every day of the year. This is Too Faced Born This Way. Under my eyes, I like a matte powder. Translucent Glow from Laura Mercier all over. It's hard for me to switch this up because I think this is a combination that makes my face makeup look the best. So you guys are always seeing me use the same ones in like my Instagram tutorials. But this holiday should be exciting because I also have my aunt coming in to New York as well. I do have a couple cousins that live in New York, and my aunt is like my closest family member after my parents. She did go with me and my mom to Europe as well, and I don't think I think the last Christmas I remember spending with her was when I still lived in Connecticut in like 2005 or so, like in high school. So it's gonna be really exciting just to see her around the holidays, because there's never been a time where we can see like both of our families for the holidays, since my whole family lives in Colombia. So we either have to go to one country or the other for family for the holidays. I'm using a little bit of this Smashbox Kelly Contour Kit. You can't tell which shades I'm using. I always use these two for contouring. I am like super into using things up right now. Another video I just filmed for you guys is an eyeshadow palette declutter, and I just got rid of 30 eyeshadow palettes. And I'm very excited. I want to keep doing declutters because this year I have really been sticking to the same product. I've just been more focused on panning products, not even intentionally. I just think that when I like something a lot, I want to use it all the time, and I don't feel bad using it. I don't let myself feel bad using older makeup products. I think you guys like to see what I actually use as well. I think it was just that I realized I didn't have a big focus on buying a lot of new releases this year. I did buy a decent amount, but compared to like previous years, I think I was just not really keeping up with a lot of new releases, or just kind of being super selective with them, which is definitely a good thing financially. And I have no problem with that because I just don't get bored of things that I love. Like I don't care if something came out 5 years ago, if it still works and I still really like it, I'll still use it every day. I'm gonna try out this new palette. I just got this from Urban Decay yesterday. This is called their Stay Naked Threesome. Ooh. I kind of like it sometimes when they have those like playful names and stuff. I'm gonna go for this shimmery bronzer. Hopefully it doesn't look too orange. I also have this little trio in the Too Faced holiday set, but the bronzer in here looks really red. I didn't even open this yet because I'm still debating if I want to keep it. So let's hang on to it for now, honestly. Maybe I won't open that. I can probably pass that along if I don't like the shades. But let's see this Urban Decay little palette. I don't think I have any face palettes from Urban Decay. Oh, mine is a little bit broken. It's definitely like got a little bit chipped in the mail, but that's okay. Oh, and also last year I made a video. I need to remember to make this like in the beginning of January. I made a video calculating how much I spent on makeup within an entire year, and I broke it down between different brands and everything. And I definitely want to do that again. It's kind of tedious and it's a little bit nerve-wracking because I gave you like to the cent details of everything I spent on makeup and every brand. But I just don't care about sharing things like that, or I don't get like embarrassed or I feel a little uncomfortable, but not enough to really care past like 5 minutes. So I am excited to make that video again. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I will link the video below if you want to see how much money I spent on makeup in the previous year. And I definitely feel like I spent a lot less money on makeup this year because I was buying maybe 1 to 2 new releases a month, which may sound like a lot, but considering I have like a whole beauty channel and everything, for sure this is where the majority of my time I'm not like working or sleeping or just existing goes, yeah, I think I still did pretty good. I wasn't like upset with like how much I spent on makeup, and I think I spent less this year, and I will be very surprised if I'm wrong about that, but we will find that out together, and I will make that video for you guys in January. So the blush I've been using is Benefit Rocket Joy. This is my favorite winter blush. It's what's in my everyday makeup drawer. It's probably gonna be, oh my gosh, I always forget every time I put this on that it smells like a really beautiful floral scent. And it's so calming too. Like I think I just need a moment to breathe in the blush. I love this blush so much. I'm gonna put some on my chin for good luck. All right, so let's get into the Christmas cookie palette, which is adorable. Looks like a little storybook. And I'm gonna start off, I still have the plastic over this. I literally just unboxed this like right before turning on my camera. I'm gonna start off with this shade Cream Filling. And I wanted to show you guys really quickly. So it's been 5 years since I got this palette for Christmas. And this was like one of my first ever palettes. This is a mess. This was a Christmas palette from Too Faced in 2014. And I still own it because my husband got it for me, like, we were like probably only dating for like a couple months at a time. And it just makes me very, very happy, and it's something that I want to keep for a very long time. I'm gonna talk about that more in my declutter. I go into all my feelings in my declutter. But when I went to the Too Faced event and I got to pick out what palette I wanted, it just reminded me of the moment of like opening this palette, and this was like a really, one of the best, most expensive things that I owned at the time, and it made me feel really good to get that palette. And then just being at this event with Too Faced, and they're like, okay, which one do you want? And I don't know, it was like a weird experience. I almost wanted to cry, but I was like at a party, so I couldn't cry. It was just weird in a very gratifying way. It would just made me feel very, very grateful to be there, because it was like, I still feel the joy I felt the day I opened that first Too Faced palette I got. And then to be invited to like this celebration with Too Faced, and they're just so casual about like, okay, there's a bunch of palettes here, just pick out the one you want. And that's just like, it blows my mind sometimes. And it could be like the simplest little thing just to pick out, you know, a holiday palette, but it's just like a position I didn't ever expect. So I'm gonna go in. With that being said, let's transition into this transition shade. What a batch. But it was like a very sentimental moment. I'm hoping I'm getting my point across right now. I just can't like formulate full sentences without like getting too emotional, and I don't like to cry on the internet or in general. But it was a very like kind of full circle moment. It just like, I went and I picked up this palette, and I just remembered the moment that I unwrapped this palette that my husband got me like so many years ago, and how like extravagant it felt at the time. And I just didn't want to take advantage of like just such a simple gesture at this Too Faced party that it really meant so much. All right, so I'm gonna move into the shade Oh Snap. I think I'm gonna do like a glitter on my lid. This palette does come with like another mini palette that has glitter in it, and like more of a coppery eye and a green lower lash line is what I'm thinking, because I also want to wear this little matte lipstick that came with this set that smells like gingerbread. And it's kind of like orangey, so I didn't want to do something like too green and have it look like too much with the orangey brick lipstick. So I'm going to go in with this shade Tinseltown as a base, and then I'm going to do glitter over top. And I am going to add on some glitter glue too. The only glitter glue I have is this one from Too Faced, the Too Faced glitter glue. I'm just going to use the same brush and apply that. Well, I think I put on too much, but we will spread that out. So here is the glitter part of the palette. I'm gonna go in with this shade Frost Yourself. This eye look is getting a little bit crazy, but I think the glitter is gonna make everything come together. Just wanna do like a sparkly, kind of cool tone. More of like a neutral tone since I'm doing more of an orangey lip. All right, so shadow is pretty much done. I do need to clean up my glitter a little bit. It's getting a little too high, like in my inner corner. So So I just want to kind of tone that down a little bit. I'm going to throw on, I think, eyeliner, lashes, and then I want to play with a colorful shade for the lower lash line. All right, so lashes are on. I'm going to finish up with this green shade and my lower lash line just to add a little bit of like a holiday color in here. I actually really like the combination of silver and green. I am packing this on quite a bit because I actually want the green to really stand out. It looks like pretty intense right now, but once I add some mascara, it'll all look a lot more cohesive. For highlight, I'm using the Tarte Chrome Lit highlighter because this is my absolute favorite, and also whenever I do something like super shimmery, especially something cool tone on the eyes, I always want a lot of highlighter. I feel like it makes like smokier and more cool tone looks look less harsh. All right, so last I'm gonna try out this Melted Matte Lip. This is in the shade Gingerbread Man. It came with a whole holiday set. Let's see what it looks like. I'm gonna try it on first. If not, I have another option for like a dark, more like reddish lip. All right, so I love this color, but I don't love it with this eye look because I think I really hate just looking at the green lower lash line and the orange. I feel like it looks like a little clownish if I look at it too much. I love this lip color though. Like, it's really pretty. I actually want to wear this for the holidays, but with the green, I don't like it. So I'm going to change into this one. This is Vino Noir. Oh my God, that's going to be so much better. From Smashbox, because it's a little bit more of a purpley tone, and this one, the orange just, with the green, I don't like it. Let me know what you guys think about it. Does it clash to you? Because it kind of clashes to me. All right, take two, Smashbox Vino Noir. I do a holiday tutorial every year wearing this shade, but it's one of my favorites. All right, guys, so this is the final look. I'm super obsessed with this shade from Smashbox Vino Noir. I've worn it like every holiday season for like the last 2 years. It's such a gorgeous shade if you want something that's not red for the holidays, and also the formula lasts forever as well, so you don't have to worry about it fading weirdly throughout the day. And I still am getting a feel for some of the newer products that I mentioned. I think I'm really gonna like this primer from Good Molecules. It's available at Beautylish. I'm excited about this brand. I'm liking the primer so far and their skincare products so far. Still getting a feel for, I honestly just used this for the first time today, this Urban Decay palette, but I feel like the bronzer, I only use the bronzer in here, right? I didn't use the blush or the highlighter, but I feel like the bronzer actually went on really smoothly. The Too Faced holiday set, I kind of always avoid holiday sets because I feel like sometimes the quality isn't as great. I like the other Too Faced palettes better so far. I did have a little issue with just blending the mattes together. It did get a little bit patchy. I gotta try out a look without glitter to see if it really does stand out. But I do like that all of the different components in the palette are separate, so it's not just one big giant thing. So I think if you're looking for like a holiday gift for somebody, maybe get them like the gingerbread palette, the gingerbread spicy palette or something like that. Chocolate gold I really like as well. But that's gonna be everything for today's video. I will list everything that I used today in my description box. Also, let me know in the comments what you guys plan on doing for the holidays. I'd love to know. I'd love to know if you have like certain traditions that you like to do for the holidays as well. And if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.